Good morning. My name is Uriel Cachero, and I am here to present my group's study entitled The Effect of Crude Acaeus vigna radiata Sprout Extract on the Rate of Dogetia hymenae Regeneration. Vigna radiata, or more commonly known as mung bean or mungo, has been observed to have antioxidant, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, and anti-hypertensive activities. But few studies have looked on its medicinal benefits. However, it is being used by Aita communities in Pampanga for treating wounds. On the other hand, Dogetia hymenae, a free-living planaria, has been used in the study of regenerative medicine because of its copious stem cells and ability to regenerate quickly and its ease of use. Therefore, in this study, the working concentrations of the extract are determined in order to know what concentrations will be used. The effects of the extract to planarian regeneration is then determined. The concentration that is able to increase the rate of planarian regeneration the best is compared between concentrations as well as to distilled water. In the methodology of the study, samples of mungo seedlings were sent to the National Museum for identification and authentication in order to ensure homogeneity of samples. Then, the mung beans were grown for 8 days, then air-dried, only retaining the stems. Then, the mung beans were ground using an industrial grinder, then soaked in deionized water for 48 hours. It was then extracted and lyophilized, then dissolved in artificial pond water composed of the stated values. In the methodology, while the extract was being prepared, the planaria were procured from Bocal, Calamba City, Laguna, and were acclimatized for 7 days at room temperature in artificial pond water and were fed chicken liver every 3 days. In order to determine the working concentrations of the Vigna radiata extract, there were 6 setups, each with 5 Dogetia hymenae submerged in varying concentrations of the Acaeus extract. The planaria were then observed for 3 days to determine the survival rate. Then it was done again with more dilute concentrations below LD50 in order to finalize the working concentrations. In the main experiments, 6 concentrations were used, including a negative control of artificial pond water. The planaria were cut transversely at the midsection with 3 trials per concentration and 6 planaria in each trial. The planaria were observed daily under ambient temperature and a 12-hour light-dark cycle. In the figure are pictures of the planarian fragments while they were regenerating and the resulting regenerated ends of each. In order to standardize, full regeneration of the tail is the formation of a visible eye V-shaped tail, while for the anterior end, formation of the eye spots determined full regeneration. As for our results, it is summarized in this graph comparing the concentrations of plant extracts to the time required for full regeneration. Each concentration is split into posterior and anterior, where the former, color green, shows time until the head has fully formed from the posterior fragment, and the yellow-green anterior part describes the time until full regeneration of the tail from the anterior fragment. It can be seen that the formation of eye spots took longer than the tail. The results showed that the crude Acaeus vigna radiata extract neither hastened nor inhibited planarian regeneration. Although it is of note that at 200 micrograms per ml, there was significant planarian death, suggesting that there was a cytotoxic effect on the regenerating planaria caused by higher concentration. Therefore, it was removed from statistical analysis. On the other hand, as it was shown earlier, the tail region regenerated faster than the head, which is consistent with other studies, validating our research. In future studies, it is recommended to use other extraction methods. A shorter time interval between observations will increase the accuracy and is also recommended. Finally, it is recommended to investigate the other activities of the plant extract, such as its antimicrobial and antioxidant properties. We would like to acknowledge the following for helping us throughout the research process, especially our advisor, Dr. Carnate. Here are our references. Thank you for listening.